Hi guys, so welcome to the ultimate video of solving the Rubik's Cube. Well, I call this video ultimate because once you're done watching this video, you will never ever have to watch any other video in your lifetime, and you will be able to solve this Rubik's Cube very easily whenever and wherever you want. The only requirement that I have for you is that I want your full attention while you watch this video, because once you understand the basics of each and every step, in the future, your mind won't even have to think while solving the cube, and your hands will be doing all automatically with the help of just the muscle memory. So it is a great skill to have in your resume. People think you are intellectual and smart and intelligent, so why not learn it? Okay, so let's get started with the first step. The first step of solving the Rubik's Cube involves making something called a daisy pattern, which looks like this, where you have a yellow sticker or yellow center and 4 white stickers on these 4 locations makes it look like a daisy flower. Okay, so do that on a completely scrambled cube. First of all, try to look for the yellow center, and here it is. This is the yellow center. Now try to place 4 different white stickers on these 4 locations. Here in our case, we already have one of the white stickers here. So let's try to put another one here. We have another white sticker, okay, another white edge. So we can try to put this in one of these locations by just making one rotation towards the top, okay? So here it was in the bottom layer and we turn it and now it's in the top layer, okay? So 2 of them are done. Try to search for another edge piece. So let's choose this one. Well, this one looks in the correct spot, but it's flipped. We want the white to be on the top. So there's a very easy fix to do that. What you can do, whenever the white sticker is in the top, but it's flipped, what you can do is you can either turn it towards the left or towards the right. In our case, turning it towards the left makes our job easy, because now we can easily turn it to its correct position. Forget about this one. We are only concerned about these 4 locations, okay? So we have our third piece here. Now our fourth piece is here, which we can easily move to the top, but we see that we don't have any vacant place here. The vacant place is here. So before moving this to on the top, let's move the vacant place here, and now it's very easy to move this piece on the top like this, and now you have your daisy flower. So this is the first step of solving the Rubik's Cube, and the next step we will solve the white cross on the bottom side. So let's go to the next step. The next step of solving the Rubik's Cube involves making a white cross on the bottom. So to do that, hold the daisy on the top and now choose any of these white stickers. Let's say I choose this one. So hold the top layer with your left hand and hold the bottom 2 layers with your right hand, and now keep moving the bottom layer until this sticker matches with this sticker. So we keep moving it, and we see this one matches. And once these 2 colors match, take the whole face and rotate it twice so that it goes to the bottom, okay? It goes to the bottom, and you see these 2 colors are matched and these 2 white stickers also match, okay? So our first white sticker is done. Now let's say we choose this one. Oh great, this sticker is already matched with this one. So let's take this face and move it to the bottom, and we see that the blues are matched and the whites are matched. Okay, coming back to the top, let's pick this one now. This one has a green on its side. So let's keep moving until we match these. So we have 2 greens in line. So now pick this face and move it twice so that it goes to the bottom, and now we have another one where greens are matching and whites are matching. Okay, so the last one is this white edge piece. The other color is red. So let's keep moving the bottom layers until we match red and red, and now these 2 are matched. So pick the face and turn it 180 degrees and bring it to the bottom, and what we see now that we have a white cross, and not just that, the other colors of the white edges are also matched. That means the blues are matched, The oranges are matched, the greens are matched, the reds are matched, and now we have a white cross of the Rubik's Cube. So this is another step of solving the Rubik's Cube. And now let's move on to the next step. Welcome to the next step of solving the Rubik's Cube. Well, in the previous step, we have already solved a white cross, and in this step, we are going to put 4 different corners in these 4 locations. So to do that, keep the white cross on the bottom and try to look for a white corner at the top layer. So here, we have a white corner, okay? But before we move further, I'm going to teach you 2 different algorithms, and this is going to help you in each and every upcoming step. So learn this algorithm very carefully. First is the right insertion algorithm. Second is the left insertion algorithm. So what is the right insertion algorithm? Let's say we choose this corner. So the right insertion algorithm goes like this. Hold the cube so that these 3 fingers are at the top and your thumb is at the bottom, and do right up. Then with this finger, push this top layer, top, then right down, and this with left finger, top back. So right, up, right back, top back, right, up, right back, top back, right, up, right back, top back. So this is the algorithm that you need to know, the right insertion algorithm, which is right, up, right back, top back, okay? Similar to this is the mirror image algorithm, which is the left insertion algorithm. And you can do it like this. Hold the cube like this and then do left up, top, left back, top back, left, top, left back, top back, left, up, left back, top back. So this is the left insertion algorithm. Okay. Now that we know the left and right insertion algorithm, we can easily put the white corners in their correct places. So let's look for a white corner at the top layer. Let's say choose this one. Okay, so apart from white, what are the other 2 colors? These are orange and blue. So we have orange here and blue here. So bring that corner in between those 2 colors. Why? Because this is the place where this corner will go. This corner will be white and orange and blue. This is the white, orange, and blue. So bring that corner just above the place where it needs to go, and you can either do a left insertion algorithm or a right insertion algorithm. Suppose I want to do the left insertion algorithm. So hold the cube so that this corner is on the left layer and do left, up, left back, up back, and you see the corner is correctly placed in its correct location. Okay, let's see this with another example. So for example, look for another white corner at the top layer. Suppose this one. So this one has the other 2 colors as red and green. So where is red and green? There, here is red and here is green. So bring that corner just between those 2 centerpieces of red and green so that it will go just above this place. This corner will be white, red, and green. So bring this corner just above the place where it needs to go, and we can either do right insertion algorithm or left insertion algorithm. Let's do right insertion algorithm by holding the cube so that this corner is on the right layer. So do right, top, right back, top back, and we see that this corner is correctly placed in its correct position. Now let's choose another white corner at the top. Let's say choose this one. So this one has other 2 colors as blue and red. So let's bring it between blue and red so that this corner will go just above this place. Okay. And now we can do right insertion algorithm or left insertion algorithm. Let's see what happens if we do a right insertion algorithm here. So hold the cube so that this corner is on the right layer. You can also do the left insertion while holding it like this, where this corner is on the left layer. So let's do right insertion algorithm. So we do right, up, right back, top back, and we see that the corner is placed correctly, but it's not oriented properly. It has to move around. So let's do the right insertion algorithm again. Right, up, right back, top back. And it's not solved again, so do it again. Right, up, right back, top back. Not solved, do it again. Right, up, right back, top back. Not solved yet, so do it again. Right, up, right back, top back. And we see that the corner is solved. So sometimes you may have to repeat the same algorithm and again and again. And the most important thing here to remember is that if you start with the right insertion algorithm, keep doing the right until it gets solved. Or if you had started with the left insertion algorithm, keep doing the left until it's solved. Okay, so we have our last piece, which is last white corner, which is here, orange, green, and white. So where it will go between these two. So bring it here between orange and green, so that this piece will go just above this location. And now let's try to do a right insertion algorithm by putting it on the right layer. So right, up, right back, top back. And you see that this piece is put correctly in its location. And we see that we have solved our complete bottom layer, and our centers also match these center edge pieces. So we have correctly solved this step, and let's move on to the next step. Welcome to the next step of solving the Rubik's Cube. In the previous steps, we have already solved the bottom complete layer, and the center colors match with the bottom layer. Okay, now in this step, we are going to solve the complete bottom two layers so that these edges are correctly placed in their locations. Okay, to start the step, what we're going to do is we are going to look at the top layer, and we're going to look at these four locations and find edges which are not yellow. So this one's not good because this has one yellow. This one's not good because this has a yellow. This one's good, and this one's good because these two don't have any yellow. So let's pick this one. Okay, so what are the two colors on this edge? It is orange and blue. So keep moving the bottom two layers until the front colors match. So blue and blue match. Okay, so now what is the other color? The other color is orange. So where is orange? It's either on the left, either on the right. Since it's on the left, so we know that this edge will go here, the orange and blue edge. Okay, so the algorithm that I'm trying to state now says that if the edge has to go to the left, move the top first of all to the right, then do a left insertion algorithm, then turn the cube or rotate the cube to the left and do a right insertion algorithm. And you see that edge is correctly placed. Let me do that again by taking another example so that it's clear. For example, now let's look at again these four places, these four locations, and find the edges which are not yellow. So this one's yellow, this one's yellow, this one's yellow, this one's good because this one does not have any yellow. So what's the front color? The front color is green. So keep moving the bottom until it matches with its front color. So green and green match. What's the top color? The top color is orange. So the orange is either on the right or on the left. Since the orange is on the right, we know that this edge is going to go on the right side because this will be the right, this will be the orange and green edge. Okay, now the algorithm says that if the edge has to go towards right, remember in the previous case it was going to the left, in this case it is going to the right. So if the edge has to go to the right, move the top to the left, do a right insertion algorithm, turn the cube towards right, and do a left insertion algorithm. So to summarize the two algorithms, if the piece has go to the left, turn the top towards right, do a left insertion algorithm, turn the cube towards left, and do a right insertion algorithm. Whereas if the piece has go to the right, turn the top towards left, do a right insertion algorithm, turn the cube towards right, and do a left insertion algorithm. So let's look at another example and see which one of these algorithms we are going to use. So look at the top at these four locations and try to find edge pieces which are not yellow. This one's yellow, this one's yellow, this one's good because this one does not have a yellow. So this has red on front. So this already matched with the center. If this piece was here, we try to match it with the center color. Okay. The other color is blue. So the blue is on the left, so we know that this edge will go here to on the left. So the algorithm says if the edge has to go to the left, turn the top towards right, do a left insertion algorithm, then turn the cube towards left and do a right insertion algorithm, and we see that this edge is correctly placed. Now let's look at the top again and find the pieces which are not yellow. This one's yellow, this one's yellow, this one's yellow, and this one's good because this one does not have any yellow. So the front color is red, so turn the bottom until these colors match. The top color is green, and we see that green is here, so we know that this edge will go towards right. So the algorithm says that if the edge has to go to the right, move the top to the left, do a right insertion algorithm, turn the cube towards right, and do a left insertion algorithm. And we see that our bottom two layers are completely solved. So if you're still confused about which algorithm to use in which case, please rewatch this part and it will become very clear to you. So let's move on to the next step. Welcome to the next step of solving the Rubik's Cube. In the previous steps, we have already solved the bottom two layers of the Rubik's Cube, and in this step, we are going to make a yellow cross on the top. So when you reach this step, you're either going to have 0 yellow edges on these locations, or either 2 yellow edges, or all the 4 yellow edges on these locations. So in this case, we see that we have no yellow edges on these locations. Forget about these ones. We're talking about the top ones. So we have no yellows on the top. Okay? So to solve this, hold the cube so that the cross is on the bottom, and from any side, do a front clockwise and do the right insertion algorithm and undo the front. And now you have this case. So forget about these corners. Just focus on these 4 yellow edges. We see that 2 of them are filled, that 2 of them are not filled. So hold the cube so that the 2 of them which are filled are on the top and left, okay, like an inverted L. And now again do the same algorithm, front, then right insertion algorithm, then undo the front, and now we have a bar. So whenever you have a bar and we still see that there are 2 of them solved and 2 of them are not solved, so whenever you see a bar, hold it like this. Don't hold it vertically, hold it horizontally, and do the same algorithm again. So it will be front, then the right insertion algorithm, and the front back. And you see that we have a cross. So let's move on to the next step. Welcome to the next step of solving the Rubik's Cube. In the previous steps, we already solved the yellow cross on the top and the bottom 2 layers are solved. And now we are going to match these colors to their respective centers. So when you reach this step, you're either going to have 2 of the colors which are matching, or 4 of the colors which are matching, or maybe none. Okay, so here you have 2 of the colors which are matching and 2 of these colors are not matching. So hold the 2 colors which are matching on the top right and do this algorithm. Right, top, right back, top, right, top all the way back, and right back. And hopefully, if you turn the top, you see that we're going to have all these 4 match. Welcome to the next step of solving the Rubik's Cube. In the previous steps, we have already solved the top yellow cross, the bottom 2 layers are solved, and these colors already match. In this step, we are trying to put all the 4 corners in their correct location. Okay, so here, when you reach this step, you're either going to have 1 corner at the correct location or all the 4 corners at the correct location. You see that this corner is in its correct location, although it's not oriented properly, but it's in its correct location because this corner will be red, green, and yellow. So this is in its correct location. This one's wrong because this has to be the blue, yellow, and red, but this one's different. This one's wrong, and this one's wrong. So what you're going to do is hold the cube so that you have this right corner, the corner which is in its correct place on the bottom right here, and do this algorithm. Up, right up back, left up, right back, up, left back. And you see that we still have one of the corners solved, I mean in the correct position, but the rest of them are not in the correct position. This one has to be orange, blue, and yellow, but this is red, blue, yellow, so not correct. So again, keep the one which is in its correct location at the bottom right here and do the same algorithm. Up, right up back, left up, right down, up back, left down. And you see that this one's in the right location, this one's in the right location, this one's the right location, this one's the right location. Although all of them are flipped or rotated, but we see that all of them are right location, so we need to do only one more step and our cube will be solved. Welcome to the last step of solving the Rubik's Cube. Kudos to you if you have made it this far. So this is the only step that you have to do and your cube will be solved. So here, we need to do is that place these corners in a way that they're correctly oriented in their places and the cube will be solved. So to do that, turn the cube upside down so that the white cross is on the top this time and the yellow cross is on the bottom. And now do the right insertion algorithm from any side until the piece is solved. For example, let's start with this piece, okay? So keep doing the right insertion algorithm until this piece is solved, okay? So I'm going to do the right insertion algorithm once. So R, up, R back, up, back. We see that the piece is here, not solved. So we do it again. R, up, R back, up, back. And we see that the piece is correctly solved in the bottom. And this is the most important step here, because if you do not do it correctly, you're going to mess it up. Now, since one of the pieces is solved, you're going to replace this piece with one of the not solved pieces, unsolved pieces. So this one is not solved. So replace this piece with the unsolved piece and keep doing the right insertion algorithm again. So we do it one more time. We see that it's not solved, not here. R up, R back, up, back. Although here, but not oriented properly. So we do it again. R up, R back, R back. We have to do it again. R up, R back, up, back. And we see that this one's solved. Okay. So we are going to replace it with another piece which is not solved, which is this one. Okay. So bring that piece here and keep doing the same algorithm. R up, R back, up, back. R up, R back, up, back. And we see that this piece is solved. So we are going to replace it with the piece which is not solved, which is this one. And keep repeating the same algorithm. R up, R back, up, back. 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 And you see that your cube is completely solved. Yeah, you have done it. You have finally learned how to solve Rubik's Cube. And this was a fun tutorial with all of you guys learning how to solve Rubik's Cube. So I hope you like this video, and I will appreciate you guys if you leave a subscribe and leave a happy comment in the comment section and encourage other people to solve the cube. So I'm looking forward to making more such videos in the future, and till then, bye.